I want to say shalom and good rising. Shalom and good rising to everybody. I'm probably going to have to yell over this. Because I really want to hear this music, but I'm looking for something right now. Hey, Pookie. Hey, beautiful lady. Carnelian. I wanted to do this beforehand, but I didn't get a chance to do it, and I'm trying to come on and actually be in the morning time still, so that's why I went ahead and came on, because as y'all can see, I'm late as all outdoors, but it was for good cause. I was cleaning up, getting prepared for the Sabbath and everything like that, so I'm very close to being done with that, so I was like, let me hurry up and come on. Let's see. Shalom, Janaya. Hey boo, I got my hair wrapped like yours was yesterday. Well, I tried. Share a picture, Sakai, so I can see it. Girl, wasn't that cute, girl? I have been trying to get that all like for a couple of weeks. But anyways, I'm gonna read off the stones that I have that Spirit led me. Y'all, I always feel like I gotta yell. Let me cut my music down. Right now, I'm gonna read off the stones that Spirit led me to put on top of all the cards, and I'm gonna read off their meanings. Oh, one of them I literally do not remember what stone it is, and I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to look it up. It's this pretty blue one, and I want to say it's maybe fluorite, or if it's not fluorite, I want to say, I don't know, I can't remember, so I'm gonna have to look that up. That'll probably be like after the live is finished. So the first stone that I'm gonna do, I already have carnelian up here, but I'm going to do it in the order that we'll be reading the cards today. All right. You know what? Bump that, because this will be a really long reading. It's already going to be lengthy. So what I'll do is I'm going to name all the stones, and then I'm going to ask my lovely sisters and or brothers who come across this reading, if you don't already know the properties, or if you just want to refresh your memory about the properties, then you guys can go ahead and do so after that. Okay. I love this peaceful music. That's what Spirit had me to also. We need peace. So I feel like that's what Spirit wanted to have me play, even though I was jamming my Nipsey while I was cleaning up. All right, so this is the rising reading for today. As I always like to say, you guys, with these rising readings, the energy can be at any time, and it can actually go past today. Of course, you know, it can unfold in the next coming months. Okay, so with that being said, the first stone that I have here in the first two cards that came out is Labradorite. And Labradorite is really, really, really good with enhancing our third eye and enhancing our own personal psychic abilities. Everybody has the capability of being in tune with Spirit in that way, where Spirit will give us information. So yes, you are psychic, okay? Or you have the potential to be psychic, but you do have to hone those skills. We have to work and build on those things. They don't just come. You also have to ask Spirit if that's a gift that you want to have or that you want to strengthen. You got to ask Spirit for that. The next stone is this little light blue one, y'all, that I told y'all I don't remember. But for some reason, I felt like it had something to do with the throat chakra. So like I said, I'll be having to find that one later. If it is in fact the stone that has something to do with the throat chakra, then that means that we might have to speak our truth. We might have to open our mouth and start speaking up about injustices, even giving praise and or thanks and gratitude where it is due. The next stone was the red jasper stone. Oh, y'all couldn't see that. Okay, the next stone was red jasper. And if I'm not mistaken, red jasper has everything to do with courage. Like, that's what my Spirit reminded me of, and it put it out. That's why I was led to put it on top of the set of cards that I did. The next card. So let me hurry up and say what Spirit is saying right now. A lot of us are going to need courage to get ready to embark upon the spiritual journey that this call on our life is mandating that we take. Okay, and it's going to require courage, because it's going to mean shaking off old patterns and traditions, old mindsets. It is also going to deal with breaking away from people who you used to find as stability. You used to look at them for security, for whatever that may mean for you. Maybe it was in the department of love. Maybe it's in the department of family. Maybe it's in the department of a job, okay? But you're going to need courage. You're going to need courage to go on this journey that Spirit has you getting ready to go on, okay? The next stone was Desert Rose. And Desert Rose deals with breaking patterns. It deals with clearing old mindsets that no longer serve us and breaking toxic behavior and or just patterns that aren't working for us, okay? Spirit had me put that down there. The next thing was the rose quartz, because we have some information about our love lives, okay, that are coming up. So I'm about to get ready to move these stones, actually put them on over to the side so that I can be able to read the cards when it is time. And in the area where we were talking about finances, where I asked Spirit about finances, that's where we have carnelian. Carnelian is supposedly very good for stabilizing. That's what I was just about to read, but I don't want to go too deep. I was going to do it anyway. But again, y'all look these meanings up yourselves, because this is already about to be a lengthy reading. And the last and final card after carnelian was the moonstone. And that's talking about and dealing with our own intuition. So let's hop on into the reading. The first thing, my little string on here, I had to tie that. Anyway, moving on. The signs that this may most resonate with is pretty much all the signs, okay? But I asked Spirit, and some cards flew out of the deck, and I was literally left with one card in my hand. So that's the reason I'm going to say all signs may get information from this reading, okay? Here we go. Aries, Virgo, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Pisces. Please know that this can be anywhere in your chart. Wherever it is, it's probably going to resonate with you. And I'm still going to say Scorpio, because again, Scorpio was still the last card standing. So I'm like, okay, Spirit, we just going to say it's all of the signs. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the initial messages that Spirit gave me, you guys, concerning all these cards. So my first question pretty much was, what are the energies surrounding today? What are the energies surrounding today, or what are the energies surrounding us at this time, right? I came from the Work Your Light Oracle with these cards, and the first two cards that flew out of the deck, so I believe they are together. They're going to be one. It's Answer the Call. Hold on, I don't know if y'all can see that. Good, I'm not holding it right. Answer the Call and Leap. Answer the call and leap. So I know that just hit a lot of y'all already. You're going to know what that's talking about already. And then for those who may not be so sure what it's about, you can ask Spirit, and listen, Spirit will remind you of what it is, okay? So it says, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And the next thing is leap. You go first, and then the universe will catch you. First of all, I just have to say that this totally resonates with me. I'm a Leo, Libra rising. I'm a Leo moon, Leo sun. And I got all these signs that every one of these signs are somewhere in my chart. And with this being in the first two card sections for me, this is always talking about what's internally going on. This is what's already on our hearts and our minds, people, okay? A lot of us are aware that we are spiritually called to something, that we have a purpose, a mission in this life that is a lot more bigger than what we're currently doing at this time. And I do feel that it was spiritual. That was the first thoughts that came to my mind. This is something extremely spiritual, okay? You've been feeling the tug. You've been feeling a need to start working towards making your light work important to you. And the other thing that you've been thinking about is you've been concerned about, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? So you haven't taken that leap. Many of us haven't taken a leap, not because we don't want to. We actually want to be doing what our soul is calling us to do. We understand that that's where our fulfillment is going to come from. But yet and still, the different attachments that we have in our life at this time, and just the unfamiliarity, the uncertainty about how are we going to make this move? How am I going to do what Spirit has been telling me in my intuition, in my mind, through all of my emotions, through the things that I've been feeling, through things that I've been seeing, through the synchronicities? How am I supposed to move? How am I supposed to make this happen? Some of us want to literally see the stairs full all the way through, and we want to know the direction, the curves, the turns, everything before we take the step. And the universe says, no ma'am, no sir, you must leap. My spirit heard, and I was talking to my best friend, and my spirit told me that when I move, the universe will move for me, but I have to move. So that's like the same exact thing as you go first and the universe will support you. So at this time, you are protected, okay? And now I'm not saying go crazy. You will want to consult with Spirit. Even though this is messages, we're consulting Spirit now, but you'll have to still do it for you personally so that you can know a little bit more about what steps you may need to take for your individual case-by-case scenario, okay? So, yeah, guys, it's time for us to answer the call. Like, the call is not waiting. It's like you cannot put this off anymore. You can't keep going with the status quo anymore. You can't keep being in your comfort zone. It's really not even comfortable for you. That's what just came. This so-called perceived comfort that we're in, it's not even comfortable for us. A lot of us are restless. We are uncomfortable, even in what we feel is familiar and what is comfortable. I'm not going to go no further, I promise. So next, let me get my book. So I asked Spirit. Oh, first, let me just read. Didn't I say I was going to read this? So answer plus leap. There's something that's been on your mind, spiritual, a need or a feeling. There's something that you must do, but you've been in your head and feelings and have been holding back. Spirit and Spirit says to leap. Spirit says leap. We got you. When you make the move, the universe will move for you. Okay. So my next question was, what divine feminine energy can we operate in at this time? So immediately, again, 2 cards flew out. So I was like, all right, Spirit, so y'all really want us to know this. You really want us to know this. And it's 2 things. So from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck came Rita of Cassia. Rita of Cassia. It says, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. I ain't even gonna go into what Spirit said yet. I'm gonna go ahead and read the second card. The second card is the Black Madonna. The Black Madonna. And that says, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. It's also Our Lady of the Hermits. So some of my fellow readers are going to already know what that's talking about, okay? Already. So now let me just go ahead and read what Spirit gave me for this. I'm going to read what Spirit gave me instead of the booklet, guys, because if I read the book, it'll take way too long. I'm going with what Spirit gave me, period. No books needed. No books. Okay, let me shut up. So, the messages that came forth for these 2 cards, it says, oh, and the other energy that I got is that this is a feminine reading. Like, this is mostly for ladies. I've found that there are a lot of women who are operating in this energy at this time. I'm not saying that no men are in this vibe, but for sure, this is women. It's a lot of women on this wave, okay? I feel like us ladies may have to get these spiritual lessons and things first, like we always tend to do, all right? So moving forward, it says, the Spirit said, you're a miracle worker. When you pray, impossible things, impossible ways happen and are made. Your mind is powerful, and you actually believe what others see as impossible is possible. And that's part of your power. Y'all forgive me. Y'all know I'm writing. I was writing fast. I was just writing as Spirit was telling me stuff. So then it says something that deeply, and that was in regards to the possible. That was in regards to this card with possibilities. We are able to manifest what others see as impossible, simply because we believe that it's able. We believe that it's possible, that it can happen, even though it may go against status quo, it may go against tradition. We believe that it's available and possible, and we pray for those things, and our faith in it is what makes it manifest. Okay, so now for the Black Madonna card, it says something that deeply hurt you or is currently hurting you, you will have to go within, and it will be transmuted to power and more love. Okay, into more love. So I just feel like, first of all, that's definitely speaking to me about women who are in relationships, love relationships, romantic ones, not just your family, but it could be family as well. Okay, this could deal with family, friends, associates that you care about, and or a romantic partner. Okay, somebody could have doubts about you being able to stand on your own. You could personally, no, you don't have them doubts. You might. I'm not going to say you don't. You may have the doubts, but you still may have something within you that's rising up and saying, I know I can do this. Okay? Despite the doubt that may be there, despite the small seeds of doubt, you still somewhere within yourself, that spirit that's in you, that resilience, that spirit of the Most High that's within you is letting you know, no, you can do this. And then it just so happens that there are other people who are concerned. And it may be coming from a loving place, and sometimes it may not be. You know, it could be manipulation. It could be the fact that this person doesn't want you to go. The attachment that they have to you, it could be what's causing them to hold on. And likewise, you. And they may say that, oh, you can't do this or you cannot do that. But it's not true. And somewhere within your spirit, you're aware of that. Okay? And with that, you're going to have to tap into your spirit. You're going to have to tap into what spirit is telling you is possible, and you're going to have to walk in faith towards that. And it's going to hurt you to detach from family, friends, associates, and or a romantic partner, but you're going to have to do it because you must answer the call. And all of this that's happening is part of answering the call. I'm done. So then I asked Spirit, what are the angels' messages concerning this whole situation today? And Spirit said from the angel therapy card, two cards also flew out of this deck. The first card was integrity. And it says, align your actions so that they match your values and your inner knowingness of what is right for you. Baby, I don't believe we could get no clearer than that. But just in case, I might need to put it in even more common terms. Some of us know that we are already not in alignment because our spirit has been ministering to us. It's been telling us that the relationship we're in is not conducive to us, at least not at this time. And if it is, and if it is, and if it isn't, it is not conducive to us whatsoever. Spirit has been telling you, you need to move, you need to move, you need to move, you need to go, you need to go. But you have not. Yet, you are aware that part of your ministry, part of the spiritual call on your life is dealing with relationships. It's dealing with integrity in your relationships. It's dealing with abundance and being in alignment and attracting and calling to you that you are worth. And yet you are debasing yourself. In the name of love, in the name of tradition, in the name of comfort and security, for the sake of maybe not even being embarrassed. Understand that this reading is for me. Understand, I resonate with all of this that's going on, okay? You are not by yourself. And so after we start realizing that we need to really get in alignment, and my sister Kai, she also did a reading just yesterday, and that whole alignment energy totally came up. Hey, Crystal, I'm sorry I'm late, but how you doing? Oh, you guys, this is so what Spirit wants a lot of us ladies to get. Leave that nigga alone. He might be a nigga right now. When you leave him, he could blossom into the man that you see that he has the capability of being. But what you can't do is stick around to find out. That's what Spirit is saying for some of us. That may not be everybody's situation. Some of our situations, we need to get away from family that's bringing us down. We need to get away from friends who no longer match our vibration. They can't come. You're being elevated, sis. They cannot come with you. And you've been knowing this for a while. It's just the big ass heart that you got, the love that you have, and even maybe the illusion or even your own imagination and hopes for your friends, family, or loved ones are what's keeping you there. But Spirit says, no, Lord, it's time for you to roll. So you need to start getting it going within yourself, seeking Spirit on how you need to move, how you need to make this happen for yourself. Because it must. Okay. But integrity. Let me read what Spirit gave me for that. It says that Spirit wants us to make choices and act in a way that is in alignment with our respective callings. Period. That's what it is. It says the work that we're called to is very important, and we must be true, not hypocrites. Make sure that your lifestyle matches your ministry. Make sure that your lifestyle matches your ministry. Okay? So I feel like that's all what the integrity card is about. The next card that came up was Goddess, guys. Goddess energy. It says express your divine feminine energy by embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. And I feel like this goddess energy, we have to get into it, but we actually have to get into it for ourselves. We've been nurturing, wrong card, my bad. We have been nurturing and giving and loving everybody else. I'm not asking. I know this for a fact. We've been giving this energy to everyone else except for self. And Spirit is saying, no, you can't do that anymore. That's not working for you. That's not going to serve you and what I've got for you. You need to match. You got to match your ministry. You got to match your call. That's what the integrity is about. A lot of us are spiritual leaders, okay? A lot of you guys are going to have coaching practices. You are going to be speakers, okay? Even if you're not speaking like public speaking, you're going to be a speaker through words, through ministry, through singing, through music, okay, through readings. And we have got to get where we need to be. Spirit needs this to be true, okay? We got to be true to this, all right? Even if we are new to this, you need to be true. It don't matter. I don't know where that came from. Don't mind me. Moving on. The next cards. So the next question I asked of Spirit was, what is the call or ministry for those who are connected to this reading? Okay. And the overall energy that I got is warrior. Warrior. A lot of us are warriors. You hear me? It may not look like the fighter that we might associate with warrior traditionally, but a lot of us, we are to fight for what we know is right. We are to speak up, okay? Let me go ahead and get the understanding from the book for this one. I did do this, so we're going to do this one. Let's get this. Let's get this work. So warrior is the overall energy. And listen up, listen up. Listen up, sis. Listen up, my sisters. It says, be fearless and stand strong. Message is, don't back down. Make your opinions heard and do not settle for second best. That's in whatever capacity, that's in whatever aspect of life. Business, family, love relationships. It's time for you to go ahead and stand up for what's right for yourself, okay? That's what part of this ministry is also about. It's also not just about standing up what's right for yourself, but also what's right for others. See, when we start doing what Spirit is calling us to do for self first, we're healing ourselves. And then what we're going to do is those who are called to the message that Spirit has given within us, has placed to us, they're going to be able to receive that message from you and I. But what cannot happen is that this message cannot transform. Okay, this message cannot not transform our lives first. Otherwise, we're hypocrites. And the Most High don't want no hypocrites standing for him. The Most High wants those who have been tried, tested, and who have come through the test shining like the lights that they are. You have a right to be bougie. Because bougie, y'all know I've been harping on that. If you paid attention to any of my posts lately, I've been talking about the French word bougie, which stands for light or candle. One of them, whatever the point is, it got to do with light. Okay, and that's what term I want to take from it. Moving on, it says a warrior is anybody who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get where they want to be. It says the warrior embodies fierce primal love, the warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself. Even if you don't think you love yourself, if you are exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps that you need to take to protect yourself are in fact acts of very fierce love. Although the warrior in this card is surrounded by darkness, he is of the light. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. A lot of us are in dark places right now. I have seen messages from my fellow sisters, my fellow light workers, who have been saying they have been going through it emotionally. And even if I didn't see their testimonies, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to definitely tell on myself. I have been in some very dark places within the last couple of weeks, emotionally and mentally so. And it's because of this call and this tug and my fear of leaping, trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Oh Lord, I ain't never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing. How? And the universe is like, listen, what I need you to do is, I need you to listen to what I'm telling you, baby. And I need you to go ahead and start moving. And spirit is going to come in the form of ideas on what actions that we need to take for ourselves. And we need to listen. We need to listen. Moving on. It says, this is the extended message, and I'm gonna be done with this. If you're experiencing, fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you are being guided to call upon your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened. Don't be scared, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. So that's the overall energy of the call and ministry that a lot of us are called to. Some of the next cards that came out following that, it was a lot of them. The card that came out of the Angels and Ancestors deck is Broken Arrow. And it says, embrace the energy of peace. So I feel like some of the spiritual messages for some of us, well, we're going to have to fight to maintain what our message is going to be. What our messages are going to include for some of us is fighting for peace. The next card that came out is Stargazer. And it says, set your sights higher. So something else that we're going to have to fight for is elevation. We're going to have to fight for that thing that we feel is actually out of reach for us based upon where we currently are, or based upon our past and what we're used to, what's familiar. Spirit is calling us to definitely go higher. And this is also a part of our ministry, okay? And I just heard the word abundance with this. Abundance. Moving forward. The next card that came out is Oracle. And it says, wait for important information. So a lot of our ministry and call is going to deal with us getting to ourselves, being in seclusion, going within and listening for the spirit, listening for the messages of spirit To receive first for yourself and then to share with others. The next card that came out is Mother Earth. Mother Earth. And it says, feel loved and comforted. So I feel like love is a major factor that's going to play a role in a lot of our ministries as well, in the call on our lives. This is the reason why a lot of us are experiencing things with love, matters of the heart, when it comes to whether it's family, like I said, friends, or a lover. This is why we're going through, because our ministry is going to also be connected to that. We're going to have to feel this way. We're going to have to do this for ourselves, and then we'll be encouraging other people to do the same. Guys, also, please make sure that you share this video, please, because I know somebody else is going to need this. So please share the video. Oh, let's see. How Jack says Cancer and Scorpio gang. Nika Hilton says she needs to do a how-to video because I can't get it. Laugh out loud. Okay, I'll definitely do a how-to. I know that was in reference to the head wrap, so I'll definitely make sure that I try to do that, okay? Sakai, Juju Tolliver says, see what you done gone and do is read me to, oh, first of all, Jude, wear your glasses, because you just messing this all the way up. Sakai says, see what you not gonna do is read me today, okay? Girl, listen. I'm reading for us all, sis. You hear me? Because Spirit clearly wants us to get this message. Because Spirit is like, you got work to do, baby. And you wasting it's not wasting time. I don't want to make it seem like we're wasting time, okay? I don't want to come across as negative like that. But Spirit is saying that you're holding up your own blessings. You're holding up the life that you want to manifest. You're holding up the love that you truly desire. Let me not preach. I said I wasn't going to do that today. I said I wasn't going to do that today. I feel the need to share this card. The Four of Cups came up, and this was my bookmark for the warrior energy, for understanding what that message was. So I feel like some of us could be bored. So like I said, restlessness. We're restless because we're not doing what it is that we're actually called to do. I'm finna shut up. I'm done with that one. The next card that came up is Shaolin Master from the Angels and Oracles, from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. And it says, be graceful in movement and action. And I really had a feeling that this has everything to do with, well, I ain't gonna say it because I don't really feel it as strong as I want to. And I don't want to give a negative message or a message that's not totally accurate. So let me get that understanding right this second. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the message from Mother Earth as well. I'm gonna read all the messages that I have bookmarked here, okay? And these are, remember, if you don't remember the question, if by chance you have lost it by now, because of me and I am talking, the question that I asked the Spirit at this time is, what is the call or ministry? For those of us that this reading will resonate with, okay? So those were all the things that I feel Spirit said is a part of our call and ministry, okay? So for Mother Earth, it says, allow yourself to be cherished. Mother Earth is protecting you with the shield of love and light. Here it goes. It says, Mother Earth is the female counterpart to Father Sky. It's auspicious to receive this card because in the eyes and heart of Mother Earth, you are her child. And I just wanted to say you are her baby. And she is highly protective of her. It just said it. I didn't even have to say it. And she's highly protective of her baby and will give you everything that you need to grow and expand. Mother Earth is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy, represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, Maiden, Mother, and Crone behind her, can help you to adapt as the changes of life come your way. Here's the extended message. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently. Didn't I say this? Y'all, we're not going to play with Spirit. Spirit is on point. I'm not going to play. Okay, but you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded, know that Mother Earth is here to root you and help you to regain your sense of strength. Come through, Spirit. Hallelujah. I accept. I do not reject this. I accept. It says, you may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light. And it's important that you know that and feel loved. If you have had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockages that are preventing you from making this sacred love connection. You are being guided to make choices that are based upon love. Got to be more careful. My bookmark is the world's card. Y'all, I do not look at the cards when I'm trying to find a bookmark. I just pick something. And when I'm led by spirit to show y'all, it's because I feel like it resonates with what's being said. The world card. The world card can deal with open-mindedness. It can deal with a trip even. But most importantly, what I'm getting right now is that a cycle is ending. This cycle of us not loving ourselves, baby, this cycle of us not being able to connect that love to self first before we try to give it to other people, I really believe is over. Say it's over in the comments. If you still with me and this message is resonating with you, baby, type it's over. It's over. Say I'm done. I'm done. I'm done not doing that for myself. Okay? Child, please. I'm done. Moving on. The next card was Broken Arrow. Was it? Okay, yeah. The next card is Broken Arrow, and it says, embrace the energy of peace, guys. It says, let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to just offer peace because you are safe. I'm going to go ahead and hop to the extended message. It says, if you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the Broken Arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Oh my gosh. Listen. Spirit. Ooh, girl, listen. Thank you. That's all I can say is gratitude and thank you. I'm in church right now. Please excuse me. Okay, so it says arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy in order to move forward in a more fearless way. Yes, Spirit is calling us to be fearless. And it doesn't mean that we're not going to have fear. It just means we're going to have to press on and persevere anyway. Do that thing that's different anyway. Moving on. It says, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or even the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you. I heard gathered around you, protecting you and taking you lovingly forward. And look at what we have here as my bookmark, the Sun card. Okay? This whole situation is about to be so much healing, y'all. It's not even funny. Let me tell you, I believe that this is going to heal ancestral blockages. It's going to heal ancestral patterns. It's about to break generational curses. And a lot of us knew this at the beginning. A lot of us know that this is what the reason why we got to let go. It's the reason why the fight has been so hard. It's the reason why it's been such a tug of war. When we make this move, when we do what Spirit is calling us to do, it is going to totally change our lives as we know it. Do you hear me? I'm not going to play with y'all or myself. Okay, Nika Hilton said, when my oversoul lecturing me through this whole... She said, why my oversoul lecturing me through this whole reading? I'm listening to you, but she talking to me at the same time. Oh, I needed this. Girl, all praises to the Most High. I give all glory and honor. And Nika also said, we know it's hard though. Yes, it's over. And girl, listen, Nika, you ain't never lying when you say that it's hard. It's extremely hard. Our emotions, what we're familiar with. A lot of us are actually familiar with trauma. We're familiar with not getting our way. We're familiar with not having what it is that our soul truly desires. Shit, we ain't never gave it to ourselves. Some of us, maybe not everyone. I'm speaking for self with that one. The healing card is here. This situation is going to heal us, guys, on so many levels. Lord, thank you. And remember, this even said that we're getting back to ourselves. The Sun card deals with self. A lot of us, when we leave and disconnect from whatever situations that we need to, you are going to feel more and more like yourself. No, it may not happen instantaneously for everyone. For some, it may. For others, it may take some time. But the point is that we are going to get back to who it is that we truly are. And when we do that, baby, the light is going to shine so bright, it's going to emanate and radiate. And all who we come into contact with are going to feel it. I'm done with that one. Moving on. The next energies. Stargazer. It says, go beyond your limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. How many times are we going to get that message? Okay, we got that message as well with the Divine Feminine card here, didn't we? Yes, we did. For those who have been here from the beginning, we got that message already. So let's hear it again. I'm going straight to the extended message. It says, you are on the verge of... Y'all, I can't run. I need somebody to put the runs in, put the run emoji. I can't even talk. Put the run emoji in the comment section. Somebody do that for me because I can't get up and run. I'm doing a reading. I can't do it. Okay. I'm hyped. Okay. Clearly y'all can tell I am hyped right now. It says, you are on the verge of a miracle. All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp. And you are being guided to focus on your vision. See, this is the reason why some of us have to detach from those that we love. This is the reason why some of us are having to get away from family, friends, and romantic partners, spouses, all of that. We got to go because we got to go within to pull those dreams, to pull that vision of ourselves out and make it plain, make it real. That version of ourselves that we see within, she's got to be born. She's got to come out, and we have to fight to make that happen. Okay, moving on. And everybody else takes our focus away. The love that we have for everyone else is a distraction for us, so we must go. Baby, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play. God, spirit ain't playing. Moving on. I'm sorry. I'm not yelling at y'all, I promise. I'm not yelling. I'm just excited. Okay, I'm passionate. There. Moving on. And it says, the angels who are with you are encouraging you. There is nothing that you cannot have or achieve. Oh my God. The day that I went to get my nails done and I did that other live talking about the frequency of love, you guys, my spirit had me say that to myself in the mirror. That there is nothing that is off limits to me when I operate in the vibration of love. There is nothing off limits to me. Nothing and no one. Baby, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I want to cry, but my tears are already gone. My tears is gone. I can't even cry no more. And these would have been happy tears anyway. Moving forward. There is nothing that you cannot have or achieve. There's an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or a pattern of lack. I know that's my life. If that ain't nobody else's life, that's mine. Oh my God, a feeling of lack and not feeling good enough. In the past, you've often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you are deserving of blessings. Oh my God. Angel and ancestor wisdom is reminding you that you are an incredible, an infinite spark of the universe. And the universe is not only within you, but it absolutely adores you. You are talented. You are filled with strength, and you have the abilities that you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. Baby, I ain't got time to play. I feel like we're going to have to fight for this with the 7 of Wands. It's going to be a little fight, but we're going to still come out victorious. We're going to have to fight through other people's ideas about what it is that we're supposed to do. You may even feel the need to fight through slander, but in one of the other cards with the broken arrow, it said we don't have to do that. That's beautiful. That goes with that peace. Some things we are not going to have to defend anymore. Just stand there. We're already protected. The next and final card, guys. Oh, it ain't even the final card. Oh, it ain't even the final card. It ain't even the final card. And the card that I just seen got me so excited. Let me keep going. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really excited. I'm going to read this one. This is the one that got me really excited, okay? It's the Six of Pentacles, okay? For me, the Six of Pentacles deals with charity. It deals with, or it can deal with being balanced. And it deals with the coin. I feel like this is a person who has a little bit of money. And they can be generous with it as well. Maybe sometimes too much. Could be a little imbalanced at times. But you're a generous soul. Anyway, this is actually the bookmark for the Oracle card, okay? So let's read the message for that. Remember, this is still answering the question, what is the call or ministry for many of us who are connected to this reading, okay? So, Oracle card, it says, wait for important information. It says, be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. How many different ways is Spirit going to confirm the message that Spirit is giving? Obviously, multiple times. Hey, they want us to get this. They want us to know that this message is sure, that it's true. Headed over to the extended message. So it says, angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You are being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves. Because at the moment that you are letting your wants get in the way of your needs. That's why some of us are sticking in relationships that are not healthy for us, be it family, friend, or romantic partner, because we want love. We want to be with someone. Or if you're holding on to a job, you want that, what you perceive as security. You want that money. I'm not gonna play with y'all. I'm done. Moving on. It says, there is an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you are willing to truly open your eyes. If you have been waiting for further information about a choice that you have to make or an action that you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you, so trust them. So to me, for some of us, this means that we're not going to have to make any sudden moves. That for some of us, this revelation could have already come for some, so you may already know what you need to do. For others of us, we could be waiting on this revelation, and Spirit is saying, just hold on, hold up a minute, time out, flag on the play, give it some time. Things are about to be revealed so that you'll know what move you need to make. Okay, some of us have been asking for revelation. We've been asking at least for direction. So Spirit is saying, hold on, they got us, and they're gonna show us. And we got to be ready. We got to be ready to see with these eyes. Moving on. Six of Pentacles here. Again, I feel like Six of Pentacles also really deals with loving and generous energy. Being a very giving person, okay? So I don't know how that can apply. I'll have to look that up a little bit later. And I'll probably put it somewhere. The last and final card, we're going to get off of this goddamn card. I told y'all this is going to be a long reading today, but I hope and pray that it resonates with everyone who needs to hear it. Moving on, Shaolin Master, here's the understanding of that card. Be graceful in movement and action. Slow and steady. Breathe and flow. And take a gentler approach. The extended message says, you are being guided. Oh my God, Spirit told me this too. Just recently, all while I was at the nail shop. Flow like water, bruh. I'm not even making this up. So this is crazy. I mean, I know what this is, but it's still crazy. It says you are being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel that you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than actually pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. I just feel like that's a slowdown. The bookmark for that is the Eight of Wands. I feel like basically we're about to get some type of information that's going to come in real quick. It may even set us off. Fiery information. Wands is fire. It's about action and stuff. Whatever message or information it is that we receive, it may cause us to want to act rash or act real hasty. We may be all up in our pride and ego, not in a mean way, but we may know, okay, Spirit been telling me I need to move around anyway. So since I heard this and in this way, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to go. But that may not be the wisest thing for us to do. So Spirit is saying that once we hear whatever we need to hear, that's going to cause us to want to take action. Slow down. Take our time and allow for our emotions and everything and our actions to be guided with wisdom, with grace, with peace and gentleness. And that's going to help us. It's going to work in our favor to get us about the situation that we need to get up out of. Okay, I'm done with the Angels and Ancestors Day. All right. So let's see. What messages did I get for that? All right, the next card is, the next question that I asked of Spirit was, what's going on in the love lives of those connected to this reading? Okay. So I want to go on record by saying right now, I'm going to read and I'm going to read what Spirit gave me about the cards. Okay. But I'm going to do an extended reading. I'm going to do an extended reading on the love, and I am going to ask for the donations on that one. I'll come back at a later time for that, okay? But I am going to read the cards that came out and a couple of the messages that came through with that, just off the top of my head. With the love energies, 3 cards came out. So I got the vibe that this is either 3 totally different situations with love and circumstances, or that it can also be a flow of the same situation. Okay, so with the first card that flew out of the deck was give your relationship a chance, and it says work on your partnership. So right off the bat, I know that there could be some energies going on with couples where they may not necessarily be seeing eye to eye. Okay, you may even feel like you have irreconcilable differences and you over here 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door. You ready to go ahead and move around because, again, you do feel like that's what Spirit is leading you to do anyway. Okay, but for some of us, that may not be what we have to do, which is why we might got to slow down, because whatever messages that are getting ready to come in are going to reveal what actions we actually need to take. Okay, and if you move too fast, you may miss the message and you may make the wrong move. Because for whoever this has got to be around or surrounding, this energy says to give your relationship a chance. And it looks like what needs to happen is that there needs to be a coming together, a meeting of the minds. There needs to be you getting on the same page. Okay, so that's what I got for that. Again, I will be reading the clarifying cards and going more in depth in the extended reading. If that's something that you want to be a part of, you will have to send your donations to the Pretty Coach, my Cash App, okay? Moving forward. Oh, and the minimum donation is $25, okay, you guys? $25 is what I'm asking for that particular reading. That will be considered a love reading, okay? Moving on. The next situation or the next circumstance that came up is forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning. And again, this could be tied into, like I said, I feel like this could be both of these things. That is a continuation of the same relationship, or in fact, it's 3 totally isolated events, okay? But with forgiving and learning, this could also be why you guys come back and are thinking about giving your relationship another chance. But let's read this as if it's isolated. And so one of the things that really could be helpful in a lot of the love relationships that could be going on with those who resonate with this understanding and reading is that you guys are going to have to forgive each other, and you're going to have to learn from one another. And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience, more love in your present moment. I feel like that has everything to do with the fact that somebody is holding on to something and someone possibly from their past, but they may also have a new love going on, and they may very well be in love with the new person, but they're fearful. They're fearful because of things that happened to them in the past. So it's like they're holding on really to both of them. And it could be blocking them from having what it is that they truly desire in the person that is also present with them, but you cannot see that. You can't see it because you're so scared, and you haven't forgiven, nor have some of y'all learned the lesson. Now, that may not be for everybody, because in doing clarification, I wound up getting a masculine energy for that, okay? So there could be somebody man. Somebody man could be dealing with two different women, one from the past, one for the future, where he got to learn from the past in order to deal with the current situation. I'm not finna preach today. I'm not finna preach today. I'm not finna preach today. Thank you for putting the run emoji, in the comments for me, Hal Jax. And then Set Apart says, why am I late? Girl, I don't know, baby. Maybe you gotta put them notifications on. But Facebook be cutting up sometimes, so I don't know, Set Apart. But it's okay, baby. You'll get a chance to watch this again. I feel like I'm also going to download this reading to my YouTube channel so that you guys can go back and watch it whenever you feel like you need to or whatever. Moving on. The last and final card when dealing with the love situation is engagement. Engagement. And the understanding that I got from this is that, yes, it could in fact deal with the fact that somebody could be walking into an engagement. But what I mostly got from the understanding of this card is that we're going to finally begin to engage with self, okay? So it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Like I said, somebody for sure can expect to receive engagement, or you could at least be getting ready to move into a higher level with the person that you are in union with, or this could be getting ready to come in for you, okay? After doing all this work, it could be getting ready to come in for you. Where I'm hearing Spirit say, where it took somebody's life to commit to you, after you do all this healing work and you move, the person who comes in is going to know what they need and want from you. They're going to see you, and they're going to want to snatch you up. That's for some people. Like I said, for others, I really feel like this has everything to do with the commitment being made to self. Commitment being made to self. So that's all with that. Again, the other reading to clarify, or I'll call it the extended reading. The extended reading for these will be up a little bit later. And again, if you want access to that, I'll also say you might want to go and become a site member on my website, because I'll put it up there. For those who do pay the donation, you will get a chance to have access to that link, okay? And you'll be able to watch it as many times as you need to. That's how we roll. So the next information that came up, I asked, and you know what, you guys, listen, I'm really trying to stick to my guns, y'all, because y'all know how it is, or how hard it can be for us light workers who we still just want to help people. I really am being so tempted to say that you can give a donation of whatever you're able to. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say that you can give a donation of whatever you are able to. But I'm asking you guys, those who want to find out a bit more about what's going on with each one of these relationships as far as in the loves department, I am asking for a minimum of $25 for that reading, okay? But again, if you do offer something, whether it's a deck or not, or funds, you will have access to that reading. This is gonna be the last time, because I need to stop. I need to let my yeses be my yeses and my no's be my no's. I'm not fussing at nobody. I'm really fussing at myself. But get over it. Moving on. Okay. Let me see what else I heard. Is this for the? Oh, okay. This was all the. This was all of that. This is for all of that. So let's go to the. Hey, where's my money messages? Okay, I'm about to go ahead and do the last question that I asked for some encouraging words from my Encouraging Words of Jesus deck. And the first card that flew out was watch and pray that you enter not into temptation, you guys. And what I got from that was the temptation to go back to what you know, to go back to the familiar, to go back to what you feel as comfort and security. Don't do it, sis. Don't do it. Don't do it, sis. And I'm calling myself sis too. I'm sis. I'm sis. I'm hearing right now that a lot of us could be tempted to go back to the situations that we're literally being freed from at this time so that we can elevate and become our highest version of ourselves. We may be tempted because we may feel as though we're not capable of taking care of ourselves. We may feel that we're unsure of how it's going to happen. And so because we can't see that way as clearly as we'd like to before we make that move, you could be tempted to stay with what you know. And Spirit is saying, don't do it. Don't do it. So that is Matthew 26 and 41. The next card that came out, y'all don't be laughing at me. The next card that came out was, let not your heart be troubled. Neither let it be afraid. Let not your heart be troubled, and neither let it be afraid, baby. Come on now. Speak to us, Spirit. Speak to us. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That fear got to go. That's what's been holding us back a lot too. That's why Spirit has been telling us that we need to take this leap, because what it is going to rise up in us, what it's going to grow in us is fearlessness. Again, fearlessness does not mean the absence of fear, but it means that we'll keep on forging forward. We'll be obedient to what Spirit tells us to do from now on. Anyway, even if I'm scared, I'm going to say what Spirit tells me to say. Even if I'm scared, I'm going to do what Spirit tells me to do, because it's going to be beneficial for me and for you. Why am I rhyming? I'm not going to play with myself. Moving on. Spirit is deep up in this piece. Remember how I was saying the reason why some of us don't want to leap is because we want to see everything that's going to happen. We're trying to figure out how we're going to take care of everything before we make the move. This is what the Encouraging Words of Jesus deck had to say. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for things of itself. Baby, what I'm hearing Spirit say is, listen, don't try to figure it out. Don't try to figure out where you're going to sleep, where you're going to eat, what clothes you're going to put on. Don't try to figure none of that out. And it's not being stupid. It's not even being foolish. Matter of fact, I'll go even deeper and say it's not about not taking care of those things or knowing what you're going to do, but it's saying don't even worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about, okay, I'm like, you may set yourself up once you are clear and guided and directed on what you need to do. You may be good for like a month or a couple of days, but some of us is still worried about 6 months from now. Shit, tomorrow. And Spirit is like, no, don't do that. Don't do it. It's going to take care of itself. You just trust and take the actions that you're being guided to take right now. Don't wait a minute longer. Ooh, Lord. Thank you, Spirit. And now, the last and final question that I asked of Spirit was, what's going on in our finances and careers industry? Or that's not what I'm trying to say. What's going on in the finances and careers energy? 3 cards came out of the deck. 3 cards came out of my Easy Tarot deck, Gilded Tarot. The first card that came out, the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is about going within ourselves, guys. Going within, getting back to self. We're also trying to figure out how we can manifest this abundance as well with this card. I know I wrote this down somewhere. I'm not going to... I promise I feel like I wrote this down. I know I did. I know I wrote this down. Hold on, y'all. I gotta find the notes for this one. I got to find the notes with this one. I must. Because I want to say everything the Spirit gave me when I got these cards. But immediately I got, okay, here we go. Here we go. Actually, no, it's not what I'm looking for. Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. Please hold. Here you go. I'm about to say, I know I did this. Here we go. So it says, many of us will go within, or we have already been searching self for how to manifest. Some of us will need to work on balance with the Temperance card. The Temperance card was in reverse. So it says some of us will need to work on balance to get to the, okay, some of us will have to work on balance to get to the money. And then the question popped up in my head, well, balancing what? Balancing what? So then it says balancing our spiritual with the material. Some of us have been out of balance with that for many, many years. Like, we've been knowing that we're called to spiritual work, but then we won't charge people because we're afraid to do that. We've been knowing that we're called to spiritual work, but because we are so high, we won't come down and do what we need to do for ourselves as far as making money, grounding ourselves. So a lot of us are going to have to understand that, okay, even though you are called to ministry and you will be working in that, you also need to get a job, baby, so that you can work. That's for me. Y'all may not be in that energy. That could be solely mine, okay? But if there's anybody else that's out there like me, okay, I've been trying not to have to do a 9 to 5, but it looks like Spirit is saying, no, you're going to have to do this 9 to 5, but it'll be temporary. The 9 to 5 is going to fund your spiritual practices until your spiritual practices begin to fund you. So take that, receive that. Moving on. It says, and once we do this, once we go within to manifest our abundance and we get a handle on the material things, doing what we need to do materially for ourselves here, that is when we will be manifesting with the Ace of Cups energy, spiritual, emotional, and creative fulfillment. Our intuition and getting in tune and alignment with ourselves will oversee this, because you see, you got the eye up there, the third eye, and intuition with all the moons and the cycles of the moon. All of that is what's going to lead us to our abundance and our fulfillment. So it says, okay, all of this will oversee this beautiful new beginning. And because of being one with self, a new love will come, or a new love opportunity. For friends, family, and your man or your woman will be proud and fulfilled with you. Hold on, I gotta go. I'm getting a phone call. Oh, y'all, my mommy called me. It was my mother. Okay, I'm back. I'll have to call her after this. So it says, most of all, you will feel and be this way for yourself. So basically, what I got from Spirit is that we're going with these cards, with the Hermit, Temperance in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. We're going to go within. We're going to get to know ourselves again, okay? And the Hermit card to me also goes with the Black Madonna card, remember? So even after this hurtful situation, and maybe the way that it unfolds, it could hurt, but it's going to cause us to do exactly what we need to do, which is get to ourselves, go within self, and listen for the voice of the Most High within us to guide us to manifesting our abundance. And we are going to do that. We're going to take those steps. And with us doing that, we're going to learn about balance with the spiritual and material world. So we're going to be dealing with making sure that our basic needs and necessities are met, as well as making sure that we can be in tune with Spirit. That'll turn this like a soap. And with us doing that, our new beginning, when it comes to our personal fulfillment on every level, my sisters, on every level. You hear me? Do you hear me? Okay, cups don't just deal with lovers and romantic partners or spouses. It deals with family and friends. So once we become balanced, everything else is going to fall into place with our creativity, with our business. Even I feel like this is even a new business venture that is going to be fulfilling for us. I want to say entrepreneurship. A lot of us are probably going into entrepreneurship. Okay, so with that, you're going to manifest, guys, the type of lifestyle that you have always dreamt of. It was in your subconscious. You knew that you could do it. It's gonna come. And not only are your family, friends, and the man that's gonna love you, or the woman that is going to love you, going to be proud of you, but you most of all will be proud of yourself and the achievements that you are making. And not only that, you will be sure that you can do this again and again and again. So now with that fearlessness comes, hey, I've faced the worst. I've faced some of the darkest days, so I know I'll be good. And with us going through this, we will know the process for how to rise up every time. Hallelujah. Thank you so much, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Earthly Mother. Thank you, Holy. Thank you, ministering angels, for being here and being present with us. You guys, that is the reading for today. That is the daily rising reading. Again, please remember that if you want to get more insight about the love reading, go ahead and go to my website, you guys. Become site members, because it's going to be put up on there as well as YouTube. All right, but it's going to be a unlisted video, so you won't just be able to go and watch it on YouTube. All right, but anyways, if you would like to get the extended reading for the love relationships section, be sure to send in your donation. Okay, yes, it can be of any amount, but know that your sister, I'm asking for the amount of $25. Okay, if you do not do $25, if you don't purchase that, you can also buy me a deck. Okay, buy me an oracle deck. I need more oracle decks, so I'm fine with that. If that's something that you'd also love to do, then inbox me, and you can do that at your own discretion. But yeah, that's all I'm asking for. I love you guys with the love of the Most High. I am so grateful to be able to serve y'all today. Now, I feel like I want to do card pulls. So this I will leave right here, but all the other cards I will move them because we are finished. The love reading, I'll be doing this reading probably after I talk to my madre. Let's go in the order of the way that these cards are so we can move them. Y'all, I'm so excited. I don't know what to do, y'all. Ugh. I really do feel like a lot of us are being affected, though, by love lives. So I'm not just saying that just so you guys can come and watch the extended reading, but just because from my own personal experience, a lot of us are being stunted by our love lives. And that's where we continue to get distracted, okay? Because we have big ass hearts, stuff like that. Love is a part of the cards for us, but we have to do it in decency and in order, okay? So with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna get ready to do card pulls. So if you would like a reading, these are free on the live. So if you want one, go ahead. And you know what, y'all, I did say that I was gonna do them, but I don't want this video to be super long, and I know it was already about an hour. Where are we at? Yeah, it was an hour long. So I'm gonna close this video out, and then I'm gonna come right back, guys, to do the card pulls. So if you want your card pulled, then just come back to the next live. I'm gonna do that like literally right now. So I love y'all. Shalom. Make sure you share this video in all y'all groups. All right. Bye.